The Goose House is the largest VALORANT community in the UK. Here's why. Our famous, friendly VALORANT tournaments every week without fail. Sign up as a solo player and we will balance the teams. Custom 10-man VALORANT lobbies happening daily. A growing but active Minecraft SMP community. Party nights every Friday. Huge giveaways every month. And, in our humble opinion, the best gaming community, full stop. UK gaming isn't dead. It's thriving. Come see for yourself. The Goose House. Only at discord.gg/TGH.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Goose House. We're kicking it back off here on a Monday night, as we do every single Monday. It is the weekly Skirmish series for you. We're going to jump into the semis as well as the finals later on. I'm going to be John P, as I usually am each week for you. I'm joined by the one and only, the one of a kind, the lovely, and somewhat decently good at VALORANT. My co-caster is going to be Jasmine, or as you guys might know as Veracity. Jazz, how are you this evening?
Yo, I'm doing good, thanks. Played some VALORANT just before this game, and let's just say my elo is not looking too good, but hopefully the casting goes somewhat better, John.
Yeah, I know. Your elo's not looking too great, and I've been smurfing in your elo, and my grey hairs aren't looking too great right now as well. But we're going to be jumping into Icebox for you guys. First game, we do apologise about the delay on the stream. Fun fact, Devman's squad has actually gone to like triple or quadruple overtime in the first 2 rounds, which is a little bit unheard of here over at the Goose House. So we do apologise for that. But do believe we have a little bit of a technical issue that you guys can't see the game. So I'm just going to quickly read out the team comps for you. We have got a Rainer, an Omen, a Killjoy, and a Jet, as well as a Sage for the squad of Team Jillian, which I do believe has been renamed to Team Billy. And on the attacking side of things, we've got a Jet, Sage, Skye, Omen, and a Killjoy, which I believe is going to be Team Venoms, if I'm correct. I may have got that wrong. But Jazz, Icebox is a map that we've actually literally just come off of in Ranked. So I can't even use the whole excuse of say it's actually nice to see a change of map for once.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how I feel about Icebox. It's just one of those maps where you either love it or you hate it. And John, I remember when the map first came out, you were very much of the belief that you hate it. But now whenever we play Icebox, you're like, you know what? Icebox is actually all right, which quite surprising coming from you, considering, you know, most people dislike the map Breeze as well. You, on the other hand, you just have to be different, don't you?
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta, you know, live life on the edge and be that odd one out, be the sore thumb, or as I like to call it, be fabulous now and again. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of both Breeze and Icebox. Surprisingly, I never seem to play it in ranked because, like I said, a lot of people would seem to dodge it. But it looks like the spike's gonna be heading towards A. That's gonna be Fat Guy starting off with a big fat one-tap headshot onto Azzy there as It is going to be that spike, like I mentioned, heading over towards A site, and straight away the spike is going to get planted.
This is absolute domination, to be quite honest with you. They've just wiped them off the server like it's nothing. But Protons, I believe in you, man. I believe.
Oh, this is going to be a 4K from Fat Guy, I believe. He's searching for it, can't find the flick. Protons is there. Can he make things interesting? No, he can't, as that's going to be Dutrino. He's going to find the fraggers. It is going to be early advantage here for the side of the attackers. It's always important here, Jazz, as we mentioned, to find, of course, the initial pistol round. It allows you to pick up those Spectres, or, you know, should you want to pick up a Stinger or a Marshall in that second round, and pretty much guarantee yourself somewhat of a 2-0 lead. However, this is a Valorant, and I know firsthand myself from playing in games where you think you've got an easy round to be won, but all of a sudden the team on the eco, they all buy sheriffs, and suddenly find 5 one-taps, and it's pretty much you on an eco round going into the buy.
I feel like we're definitely going to see a full send it mid here, by the way. 100%, but I'm wondering if they can hear the people flanking behind them. I don't think they do. It looks like the sky is just kind of big chilling. Oh, she has heard them now. So.
Always going to go up. That is going to be a cheeky little head pink actually there from Azzy. So you see the spikes momentarily delayed here as the attackers are going to still try and focus towards that A side. It's going to be Venom, Duke, Fat Guy, and Starchild all combining for a few kills. I think Fat Guy has heard the omen. And Dev, my friend, you're usually a master of playing off your smokes, but your reaction's a little bit too slow for my liking there, as it's going to be a second round on the board here for the side of the attackers and the squad of Team Fat Guy. Is a little bit expected there though, Jazz, so let's be honest, they had the Spectres in hand, but now, you know, going into this first buy round for the side of Team Gilliam, how important it is to make sure you don't lose to that bonus.
Yeah, absolutely, really, really important, especially, you know, considering the fact that we've seen in the first 2 rounds, Tube area and Kitchen have been left wide open, and Sage has just kind of been covering towards mid, so I'm wondering whether we're actually going to see a wall coming out from her this time. I don't think we actually are, but I'm wondering whether or not they're going to actually cotton on to the fact that Tube is not actually being walled, but it seems like all of their interest right now, John, is storming onto this A-bomb site, throwing all your flash and doing as much damage as possible.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to keep up with what's going on right now, as Fat Guy is just storming his way onto the site, picking up kills left, right, and centre, but Gilliam's there to find the first. It's going to be Alder to be dropped on the music. So 4 versus 3, making a 4 versus 2 as the third, making a 4 from the board, as oh my god, everyone knows about the crazy jet mains in this game, but Fat Guy's taking it to a different level. He's a different breed here on Icebox, Jazz, as he finds 4 already in this round. And it's all up to Protons, left alive. No doubt he's going to try and go ahead and pick up that save on the Vandal, but a very, very impressive bonus round here for the side of Team Fat Guy, as they look very, very solid going into the third round. And you know, it's always important to pick up that bonus round win, Jazz, because it pretty much forces the enemy team, you know, they didn't even really pick up any frags here, so they're going to be going on to an eco, if not a half by next, so that could even be a guaranteed 4th round on the board here.
Swarm grenade. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like poor Protons, he's being left in a quite a tricky situation here. Do we know which site he was playing on?
I think he was initially actually playing on A, I believe, so, you know, he's backed up all the way out of the site, if I'm correct, and it's you know, it's so heartbreaking, especially when you're on a bonus round, right? And you've got the Vandals up against, say, you know, the Spectres or the Marshals, like I mentioned, for example. Usually 9 times out of 10, you'd be banking your money on winning that round. But when you've got Fat Guy on the other team, it's very, very hard. You know, when you've got that jet player just dashing towards you. He's already sitting at 9-0 right now with Stormblade, or the Blade Storm rather, should I say, available for him. He's having the game of his, I don't say game of his life right now because he's a very talented player, but he's certainly putting on the afterburners here on Icebox.
Yeah, with 9 kills on the board already, that's pretty damn impressive. Make that 10. Never mind. Fat Guy can definitely hear us right now. He's just farming at this point, John. It's honestly impressive. Why can't the jet mains in all of my ranked games do this? This is unbelievable, man.
Yeah, he's absolutely popping heads. As we do see a little bit of resilience finally from Gilliam, as he does find a couple. There's going to be 3 remaining players though for the side of the attackers. All set up, the flash comes through. That's going to be the information that they need to say that he's over towards the entrance to A main, and Dog comes through. It's only going to be a bit of a damage control here and see if he can add any insult to injury and take a couple players down with him. Don't think he's going to be able to, as he's just trying to get some guns out of the hands of these players. He doesn't even do that, as Venom's going to find the kill, and things are just going from bad to worse here for the side of Team Gilliam. I know they've been, you know, in some very grueling overtime games, but right now they just can't handle the fast-paced play, especially from that Jet player.
Yeah, you see, I feel like A-site is kind of just working for them, so why would they change anything up? But then also on the flip side, I'm just like, okay, cool, we know you can take the A-site. I want to see you work with something different, do something different.
Yeah, it's, I think, you know, sometimes you just gotta respect that. You can't get too aggressive and challenge a player this good.
Oh god. Dev Dog. Oh, you did mention that he does love sitting in these smokes. There we go. Bam. Takes one.
They have won many a ranked game from just a dead solo 5-man ace with a judge inside the smoke.
No. Oh no. Oh, I'm so scared for him. That was such a good attempt.
Yeah, he's a player that he knows how to utilize the utility. Ignore the player words and pun there.
One enemy remaining.
You know, unfortunately, the squad of Team Fat Guy right now really just so dominating on this map. It's really hard to make a case for anyone, as Protons drops once again. It's going to be out of this time to find the headshot. And can we just take time to appreciate that Fat Guy has pretty much... Yeah, he's got more kills than all the lobby put together, I think. I think he might do. Yeah, no, he's got 2 less kills than everyone else in the lobby put together.
Just Fat Guy things.
Listen, he's just cracked, man. Sometimes you just gotta... I don't know if I want to watch anyone else apart from him right now, to be honest with you. Everyone seems to just not know how to shoot their gun, and this guy's just finding all the frags all over the places. He's still got that Blade Storm available once again.
Oh my word. What am I seeing? He's hungry for the kills. I feel like at the start of this entire tournament, he definitely had a bet going or something to say, you know what, how many gifted if I get over 30 kills, you know?
I've got no idea, but he's just having a field day. He's having an absolute field day right now. He's just clicking heads for fun. He's gonna find 3 once again in this round. Gilliam, the captain for the other squad, really struggling to get anything going right now. Dutrido's going to find the kill as well. 6-0 in favour of the squad of Team Fat Guy, as he is just on an absolute tear right now. He's been waiting around for half an hour to play this game. He doesn't want to wait any longer. He is absolutely clicking heads.
I would just like to point out that he doesn't have any assists, okay? He sees someone, he points, he clicks, and he secures the kill. Like, it's almost like he just doesn't... I don't know, it's like he just kills on sight. John, we need to get him in our ranked games, that's all we need.
Yeah, I need a big sparkle from this guy right here. You know, I thought I was supposed to be in a diamond player, but apparently not if these are what Immortals and Radiants are shooting like. As you know, finally getting the first blood for his team. He's going to find the first. It's going to be Billy who drops, though. Once again, it's that mad Fat Guy on the Jet to find the kill. He finds the second. That's going to be Protons who drops. Out is there to trade out the refrags. 3 versus 2 now for the attackers, as the spike is down. Dev has got eyes on it, however. Is Venom's going to check this? I'm not too sure if he's making steps here. Oh, this is so smart. So smart. Is he stuck here? Can he TP away?
Player standing.
I don't think he would have had the time for it, to be honest with you. Gilliam, 1 versus 3. I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening, especially when Fat Guy is still left alive.
Spike planted.
Never mind, cancel that. This is doable now, John.
They will cover. Oh, has been popped, so he's got that Empress that allows him to have that combat stim, as well as that dismiss ability that gives himself full HP back and turns completely invisible. But he's got to get a bit of a move on, as that spike's been planted once again. And Killjoy Turret now going to give him the information that he needs. That he's going to be heading towards back site. And if you're Venoms, you've got the shotgun, you've got the smoke, sit in it, my friend, and get the kill. And he does just that, as 7 rounds to 0 here, Jazz, and it's becoming a bit of a You know, I hate to say it, it's becoming a bit of an uncomfortable watch here if you're one of the friends or family of the squad of Team Gilliam, as they just cannot answer back right now for just a pure aggression from the attackers.
You know what? The good thing is they do have their Killjoy ult to work with right now. So as soon as they hear those footsteps, as soon as they see that aggression coming in, pop the Killjoy ult, slow things right down, and try and work from there. You can see they fully stack the A bomb site. Please just use the Killjoy ult and make something happen.
As he does trade that out after it was going to be the first kill once again from Fat Guy. He finds the second as Alda's there to find one as well. So 2 versus 4 here. Make it a 2 versus 3 as he does find the 3k with his Blade Storm, but it's all up to Billy and has only got the Ghost left in her hand. It's going to be very, very difficult here as there you go. Venom swings, finds the headshot, and it's going to be the 8th round. And dare I say it, Jazz, dare I give them the caster's curse, but are we going to see a 13-0 here maybe on Icebox?
I really hope not. I want to see some more, I don't know, zhuzh it up a bit, you know?
I'm not too sure if that actually is an official word in the Oxford
It
Dictionary,
is,
but...
it is. It's like, I think it is. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but after this I'm definitely going to check. But I don't know, it's quite frustrating to know that the Killjoy ult wasn't used. Maybe now, I'm crossing my fingers, we'll see something coming out from them here. But they have completely stacked the A site.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like, if they stack the A side, that means the TP is going to come through from the Omen, and that's Alda now, who has pretty much complete control of Snowman. 3 players are going to be okay. Fat Guy, all of a sudden you're whiffing shots that you should not be missing. Alda does find one. Can he find the second? It's going to be Azzy who drops. So
I've got your
3 versus 3 here. You could pretty much say the main man from the side of the attackers have died as well. The res available for the defenders also. Now it's a 3 versus 2. If they put this res through, they should be looking pretty comfortable here to win this round. However, the spike's been planted on A. Oh no, it's all falling apart, Jazz. How's this happen? And just like that, it's a 2 versus 2.
I feel like timing is just everything in this game. I have no idea how that happened.
Finally, a round on the board there for the defenders as Protons finds the final frag despite the fuse comes through from Dev. And I mean, right now, I know Icebox sometimes can be seen as somewhat of an attacking favourable map should you play it correctly. But this is still a very, very good attacking half so far from the squad of Team Fat Guy here. As for the defenders, what are you saying to yourself here, Jazz?
I know full well, John, if me and you were playing right now, you would just be saying, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea how we fix this. But honestly, I think just making use of your ults, playing together and making sure that you trade kills. Because I don't know how they can make it actually happen, because even when they had stacked that A site, they were still getting absolutely wiped off the server.
Yeah, it's bit of a tough one here. I mean, I know you've got the lockdown, but you still got the Blade Storm as well as the counter lockdown for the attackers as well. So it's you know, really, really hard here as Fat Guy does find the frag. He finds the second as well. That's going to be Devon Protons who are dropped. All up to Azzy.
I feel like they're just flexing on them right now.
Trying to find yet another kill here. I think Fat Guy wants to go for the ace. And...
One enemy remaining.
Oh, stop! My guys are... It's very, very toxic, my friend. Is Dutrino's there to find the kill. A fun fact, Dutrino was actually jumping on the mic with me a couple weeks ago for a different broadcast, so it's nice to see her transferring over to play inside of Valorant and jumping into the Goose House here, trying to find some wins and obviously grab those honks as well. So 9 rounds to 1 though. Very, very solid performance here for the side of Team Fat Guy. And oh man, I don't know what to say. I just can't help but highlight the performance here out of the captain and the jet player. 24 and 7 right now. Everything he touched seems to turn to gold, Jazz. And Looks like he wants to just continue this ruthless aggression, as it is going to be the eco coming through for the side of Team Gilliam, but I just really don't know what to suggest here, as you know, as a caster, as an analyst, what the side of Team Gilliam can do to try and get themselves back in this, because everything just seems to be going in the way of the attackers.
Honestly, I would probably favour putting Killjoy onto that A site, placing your alarm bot over where the orb is, and then kind of lining up your swarm grenades as well, so that, you know, if they do plant and you've had to fall back from the site, you can instantly pop those and buy yourself and your teammates some more time. Because right now, it just seems like they're able to storm onto the bomb site with no issues whatsoever.
Last player standing.
No issues at all, as Dev's there with the shorty, but Fat Guy trades it out after Dutrino finds the first, and 10 rounds to 1 here, Jazz. It's getting a little bit out of hand, out of control. It's the squad of Team Fat Guy. They're pretty much saying to themselves, guys, all we got to do is go into the next half, win the eco, and we pretty much won it before these guys can put a Vandal in their hands. And this has got to be pretty much perfect Valorant play on the second half of Icebox from the squad of Team Gilliam if they want any sort of comeback to happen here. But Jazz, myself, I can't see it happening. The squad of Team Fat Guy, well, they're just looking too strong.
Yeah, they definitely are. I'm just has Killjoy always played on B site from the start of the game?
I think they're just trying to swap and change it every couple of rounds. I've seen them floating around different positions, and we do see finally though, Azzy with the operator on that jet finds the first frag, so early advantage in favour of the squad of Team Gillian. Make it even better as Dev does catch Fat Guy with his pants down a little bit. Outer drops as well to Proton. So are we going to see a 10-2 half here?
I've got your trail.
The resurrection comes through, but 4 versus 3. I think you're still pretty much looking at the squad of the defenders here of Team Gilliam to rack this one up. A trade comes through as Protons finds the kill. So 4 versus 2 here, Judge. You gotta say this is surely Team Gilliam's round.
You would think so, John, but I've seen crazy things happen in games of Valorant, so I think it's more than doable. There we go, 1 wiped off. 2 versus 3. It's looking more and more doable.
It's very, very hard though, as the lockdown does come through, of course, but the squad of Team Gilliam, though, they're still quite split here, even though they've got the information that 2 players over towards A. I think they realise that there's still a lot of time on the board and that they can rotate this spike over towards B. Icebox, of course, being a very, very small map, allowing you to rotate and play off different rotation paths a lot quicker than others. Is Billy going to find the peak on the Star Child? She does, I think. Oh, nearly a snappy headshot from Dutrino there onto Billy, but Billy finds the kill. 10 rounds to 2 here, going into the half, Jazz. An 8-round lead on the first half of Icebox for the squad of Team Fat Guy, and you've got to say, I'm not a betting man, Jazz, and I know you're definitely not a betting woman, but if you had to put your money on one team to win this map, it would most definitely be Team Fat Guy.
Yeah, but saying that, I think we actually made like an 11-4 comeback before to win the game. Do you remember the game that I'm talking about?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, listen, you know, I always talk about the 9-3 curse in Valorant. It's one of the most cursed score lines ever. You think you've got an easy win, you lose the pistol, you lose the buy and the bonus, and all of a sudden they're only 3 or 4 rounds behind you. But 10-2 is just although it's only 1 round, it just gives you that extra yard of daylight. As this, you know, you've got to really be winning these first couple rounds here if you're the side of Team Gilliam. And let's see how now they cope on the attacking side of things. And let's see how, you know, if we're talking off team comp-wise, these guys are pretty much mirror matched up pretty much. It's only the Reyna and the Sky that's been traded out across the board, so with the, you know, the added use of the flash for the side of the defenders now, they might be able to creep onto those sites slightly easier.
So I don't know why. Okay, I guess Jet had no other way of actually getting out of that situation that she was in, but her actually giving them free reign of long enables them to push onto site completely. So it's all up to Sky here to buy as much time as possible for her teammates to kind of support her and make their way onto the site, but you can see there, it seems like a relatively easy path for them.
As he finds one, Dev's going to find the second, and we mentioned how important the pistol round was for the side of Team Gilliam to win, and it looks like they're potentially doing just that as we're in a 4 versus 2. Spike now has been planted, so the 2-player advantage on the after plant for the side of Team Gilliam.
Honestly, anything can change at halftime, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing coming into play here.
Last player standing.
John, what do you think? Are you regretting making your prediction?
I don't think I am, to be totally honest with you. I think this game is still pretty much set in stone. I think once the Vandals or Phantoms go into the hands of Team Fat Guy, it's going to be pretty much a GG from then and there out. As we are going to see, though, obviously the buy round come through for the side of Team Gilliam. They're going to pick up those Spectres, or I don't think they have a Marshal. We do actually have a Marshal. No surprise to see the judge in the hands of Dev there. Spike heading over towards A once again here. Jazz, and I mentioned it's got to be pretty much perfect Valorant from... Oh, no way. Fat Guy. He's in dead trick against him.
Enemy kill.
Oh, no, this is all falling apart. It's a 4. Oh, no. Star Child with a right click galore.
Spike down.
It's a 1 versus 1. As he's got no info at all on where this final player is. He's going to be all the way over to the other side of the site, though, or the other side of the map, rather, should I say, towards Snowman. So, bit of a slower rotation. Is he going to call? Is he going to call the rotation bluff here? I'm not too sure if he. Oh, he has.
That's exactly why he was sat towards mid, just in case, to hear for those footsteps if he does choose to rotate. And by delaying the plant, John, he's being able to like perfectly bait him out.
Yeah, he pretty much knows that there's going to be no way that this Killjoy player is anywhere near him. The only place he can be really is either side in T or CT spawn. Spike's going to be planted on A now. A long rotation that has to come through from B site from Venoms. But Venoms might get some timing on him. He does, but the shots are landed from Azzy. Ghost in hand here. He's just toying with him. He's playing with his food right now as...
Don't face, you don't have to face. I feel like I'm watching one of my teammates in ranks now, John.
This is quite a comfortable round, but I think here from Azzy, he's just sort of playing with him at the moment. There you go, there's the 4K from Azzy. A solid round there from Azzy, but a not so solid round for the squad of Team Gilliam, as Fat Guy finding the first few and a few trades coming back and forth. And guys, don't forget, we have got our upcomers tournament taking place relatively soon, September the 18th to be exact. If you are Iron 1 all the way up to Gold 3, don't forget to do !Discord, join the Discord, find out how to get involved. I believe we've got the sign-ups over on our Twitter page. And yeah, just make sure you get involved, guys. It's going to be an awesome tournament. I'm looking forward to seeing all the teams compete in it. You never know, I might have D-ranked so badly by then I might play in it myself. And guys, don't forget to do !Opera as well. And use our referral link for any discounts and when signing up for Opera GX also. Make sure you guys go check that out. Judge, you looking forward to the upcomers tournament?
You know what, I actually am. It's because I feel like I'm not going to talk about how down bad I am in terms of ELO, but all you guys need to know is that I am down bad, okay? So I always find it really interesting when I watch so much esports and so much tier 1 gameplay, and you compare that to like lower tiered ranks, right? And the gameplay and the mentality and the thought process that goes behind their decision making. I just find it fascinating. Plus, who knows, John, maybe if I actually take part, 18th of September, that's the day before my birthday, maybe the Valorant gods might just give me a win.
Yeah, like I mean, I did say there are sign-ups for Iron players, so make sure you do sign up.
Wow, okay, not down that bad. Not yet, anyway.
3 versus 2 after plant, so a player advantage for the defenders here. When it comes to the retake, it's all up to Azzy and Proton's flash comes through. Azzy finds the first, Protons finds the second, and the numbers advantage zapped away, almost instantly evaporated within the blink of an eye, as it's all up to Venoms here. Sorry, I thought the spike had actually gone down before that, and it was a 3 versus 2 after plant. It wasn't, it was a 3v2 post plant. As Venom's just trying to narrowly avoid that alarm, but he does, so 1 versus 1, it is up to Azzy, and you gotta be saying Azzy's been shooting relatively well, but Venom's shooting better as he finds the killer blow, injects that venom into the veins of Azzy, and the 5th round on the board here for the side of Team Gilliam. And are we starting to see a bit of squeaky bum time here for the Squad Factor guys team?
11th round.
Oh yeah, they won the round, didn't they?
Yeah.
For a second there, I thought I got the colours confused on my screen. Sorry, I've not got my glasses on. All right, guys, leave me alone. I'm sorry. As he's gonna be the 11th round on the board, like he said, I thought we was gonna see the 5th go on the board for the side of Team Gilliam for a second then, and is that now gonna be the dagger in the heart for the attackers? They got a bit of a scuffed buy come through. Then again, they're not the best of buys for the squad of Team Fat Guy either.
I would definitely go with the approach of safety in numbers, and it seems like that is what they're opting to do, working their way towards that B long. But the problem is shoot at the floor as much as possible. That's my mentality and my theory, because as soon as those swarm grenades pop, I know better than anyone the number of times I've managed to secure kills just with those swarm grenades. So Venom's managing to pick up 1 kill, makes it 2. Can he make it a 3, John? That's a real question. Go on, go kill hungry. That's what we love to see.
Yeah, looking for that 3rd kill if he can. It's going to be either Dev or Protons to drop should he find it, but Fat Guy has other ideas as he finds a 3k of his own and adds the 30th kill to his kill column, and he's just looking so strong. Look at that. I mean, to be fair, you got to say credit to Venom and Starchild. Props to them. They've really stepped it up. I mean, at one point, I think Fat Guy had like 15 kills and everyone else on his team had 2 or 3. So they've really, put the kills in the column that matters. As for the side of Team Gilliam, it's only Azzy really that's fragging out. And you got to be looking at Gilliam, who I think is a respected Immortal or Radiant player for his squad to try and step up, only sitting at 7 and 15 right now. But hey ho, everyone has bad games, you know that very well, Jazzers. It is gonna be 5 versus 4 now as Starchild opens the frag, and it's gonna be Gilliam who drops the info from that Sky Flash as well. That players are towards pipes, and Proton with a fantastic fast peek onto Fat Guy. Lockdown put down, and this is gonna be now or never here.
That run and gun, John. You do love to see it, don't you? But see, now they know that site is wide open, it's completely theirs. Have they placed the Sage Wall yet? They haven't actually placed it yet.
Planted.
Interesting use of the Sage Wall.
4 versus 2 here as the off plant hold standing strong thus far, but there comes the lockdown. It's all up to Venoms though. Finds 1, finds 2. All he's got to do is delay the burst. Oh my god. Venoms, stick it in the montage, put it on YouTube. Hi friends, tag me in their tweet. Fantastic 3k as he finds the 13th round on the board. And Jazz, it was rather sooner rather than later. I think it was coming for a while, and a little bit of fight back eventually from Team Gilliam towards the start. But once the rifles were in the hands, the shots were too strong, and Team Fat Guy put himself in the final.
Yeah, I mean, that was honestly impressive gameplay we saw, especially from Fat Guy, John. 30 kills? That's impressive. I don't know about you, but we need to get this guy in our games.
Yeah, I need a big smurf from Fat Guy at one point to carry me, but I believe we are going to take a quick break, guys, before we get the finals set up and ready for you. So make sure you join us after this quick break, and we'll be jumping into the final of the TGH Weekly Skirmish Series. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Goose House weekly skirmish series. We're kicking it off into the final after we saw a pretty convincing and devastating performance on Icebox from the squad of Team Fat Guy. They're now jumping into the final to take on Team Burn, if I'm correct. Jazz, after a very convincing performance on Icebox from Team Fat Guy, it doesn't surprise me that we've seen Team Burn instantly veto out that map.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what, John? One thing to keep an eye on is the fact that Fat Guy seems to have selected Jet once again. I'm curious to see if we're going to see a repeat of his performance in that first map that we saw, or if they're just going to kind of crumble at the seams now that they're playing on a new map. What do you think?
I mean, Ascent plays, very standard when it comes to, an FPS kind of map. I mean, I don't know if any of these guys have transferred over from CSGO, for example, but Ascent and Icebox, there's a lot of similarities, in terms of the A site is very similar. B site, of course, on Ascent's like slightly more closed off. Now comes to think of it, it's sort of, B site is like A site on Icebox, and A site is like B site on Icebox kind of thing. Apart from, you've got Heaven obviously looking in towards A main, and you've not got that big open, place towards Snowman, but it's a very standard map. It's one of the first maps you learn to play while playing Valorant. It's one of the most played maps at tier 1, level, and any tier level across, Valorant competitive plays. So it doesn't surprise me we see this at all. So yeah, you have to wait and see how it plays out. I think this map definitely suits the play style of Fat Guy. He likes to get up close and personal. I think, him dashing towards a site upon entry fragging when they switch over to offense is definitely going to be one thing to look out for. But then again, who knows? We've not seen Team Burn here yet on a stream. So kicking things off, looks like the Spike's actually heading over towards B, Jazz.
Yeah, see, I'm really surprised that Killjoy isn't actually playing at B. We've seen time and time again Killjoy on B with those swarm grenades, and that alarm bot is absolutely crucial when it comes to protecting that B bomb site. But who knows, maybe they know something I don't, John, and it does seem to kind of be working out for them somehow. 4 versus 4, John, make that a 3 versus 3. Jeez, dashing left, right, and center. Barone is actually doing absolute work here for his teammates. Now, 2 versus 2, John, they're already on the site. Bomb is going down, and it's all up to Starchild and his teammate.
Yeah, a little bit disappointed with Starchild there, to be honest with you. Allow him... Is it Baron? Did I say that right? Or Baron to pick up a 3k there, because he knew Baron was there, and he allowed him to kill his teammate, and I thought the wide swing would have instantly come with a right click, but it looks like it might have worked out for him as he does eventually find the kill on to M. So I guess bit of a patient play ended up working out for the squad of Team Fat Guy. Starchild, like I said, finds that kill, but then finds the other, and once again, we see them on Icebox, Jazz. They won the initial pistol round. They win it here on Ascent as well. Now that's going to allow them to put the Spectres in the hands.
Have they picked the exact same agents?
I think it's a identical team comp. No, sorry, Neutrino's actually on the Omen. She was playing the Sage earlier on, and I think Alda is on the. I don't think Alda was actually on the Sova last time. I know that it was Alda who was on the Omen, so a bit of a slight change up there as no Sage on Ascent. I know people sometimes like to see that double Sentinel set up, but now with the whole KO, agent being added into the game, being able to, take out that solo hold on B, as you can see here, Fat Guy finds one, the no scope. Can he find any more? Yes, he can. He finds a Kalat, I think. Can he find the 3k or the 4k? He finds 3. Ross is there to trade it out straight away. So 2 versus 4. I think the Spike's gonna go down. Venoms finds the kill. It's all up to Ross, who's alone on the site. Starchild's there after Venom finds a kill. 2-round lead here for the side of Team Fat Guy at the moment, as they do pick up that initial buy round with the Spectres, but a full buy for the squad of Team Burn right now, Jazz. They're going to pick up those rifles, so the Vandals or Phantoms going into their hands. And I mean, we saw in the Icebox game earlier on, we saw Fat Guy really elect to just push forward and aggressively with the Spectre on the bonus and ended up winning it. But it looks like he's going to pick up the Bucky this time round.
I think we're still going to see him go aggro. I think he's just going to dash towards them and go straight in with the Bucky. Oh my god, that is a really good recon. Really well played. Alder trying to fall back, spraying left, right, and center. He's being tagged through the walls, but his teammates not there to back him up. That is not what you like to see.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be pretty much all up to Fat Guy on site. He's got the bucket, he finds the first onto M, but Burns there to trade it out. Starchild comes through with the refrag, the bucky, the spray and pray. He finds one, can he find two? Oh my god! Fat Guy with a 3k of the bucky. It's all up to Ross Venoms there, and oh my god, it looks like Fat Guy's continuing the destruction from map 1 into map number 2 here, as he's looking so strong. There's a flaw. I don't know, man. Just what can this guy not do?
Venom saying in the chat, we run and gun.
Placing alarm bot.
Hey man, I don't know what it is. Run and gun seems to work for other people, but as soon as I try and do it, it just most definitely does not work.
Turn out.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with this game when it comes to the movement, but that's a story for a different day, as Fat Guy does dodge out the way of that right hook of the Storm Blade. Look at that. That is just pure game sense right there from Fat Guy to destroy
Be faster.
the wall. Instantly burned, trying to get sneaky beaky like towards short. He does get found out, however, so 5 versus 4 here as the spike still towards A main.
Oh, that was a nice headshot. I think right now everyone has to be very careful of Barome. I think they know that Barome has already utilized those 2 updrafts already. So everybody's not really too worried about him updrafting with that Stormblade in hand, but they're starting to make their way up towards top mid here. They don't actually have anybody on short as of yet. But it does look like they're gonna slowly edge their way closer towards that B-bomb site. Alder being the only person on site. Let's see whether or not he's going to be able to hold it.
The timing, Jazz, the timing has been absolutely
30 seconds
insane.
left.
Alder realised that Barone had been spotted on the alarm bot, and he's turned around, and M's just sprinted straight out of B main to plant the spike, and that is heartbreaking timing, as Barone now, all he's got to do is kind of lurk with this Stormblade here. I think he is going to be spotted. He gets into the smoke in the nick of time, as he's going to drop. That's some sneaky beaky like shots there as Venoms finds one, but Barone's there. Detrino trades it out, and it's going to be a 4th round on the board for the defenders of Team Fat Guy. That is just absolutely devastating. I thought for a second there, after M got the good timing, they had the numbers advantage. And I don't know, Jazz, it seems like a recurring theme here, and it's very similar to the first round, the first game we saw, right, on Icebox. Every single question that is thrown the way of Team Fat Guy, they've just got the solution every single time.
It does seem that way, doesn't it? Okay, keep an eye on Starchild. I want to see Starchild double satchel in, mainly because I myself am absolutely awful at double satcheling, but I'd love to see a double satchel in and going in for a kill.
It's safe to say we've got a few funny clips for the YouTube channel after your attempts at double satcheling over the past few weeks or so. As Spike, once again, they seem to like this A site here, the side of the attackers, but a few times we've seen them forced away on the rotation, and that's when they've had the most success when it comes to faking and trying to rotate and plant over on the opposite site. So is that going to be a recurring theme here throughout the first half of Ascent, or are they going to start to adapt their playstyle a little bit better? Burn now's going to catch Fat Guy with his pants down. Got to be checking corners there, my friend, as there we go. The execute might look to come through now as the flash comes out. Venom's there, does choke some shots. That's going to be M to find the kill. Burns in a fantastic spot. Finds one. Can he readjust to find the second? He can't, but the Trino and Starchild are there to find a couple kills of their own. The res available, though, in the hands of M should she need it. So 3 versus 2 after plant here is M. I don't know where you're going, my friend. You'll probably be best off wall in heaven there, as you've already got the door shut on Garage, but this is very much doable here still for Starchild and his teammate.
Yeah, definitely doable. Also worth noting that the Killjoy actually did have her ult available to her, so she definitely could have held them off pushing onto that site, but it looks like their teammates are going to be able to clean up. Let's see whether or not Starchild can do it with that grenade. The placement of that nade just wasn't quite there, and Neither were the shots, but you know what? That was a valiant attempt.
And I think, you know, one thing to just highlight is they may not have won the round, but they've done the damage to the economy, right? I mean, you look at the economy now for the side of Team Burn, although they can still afford to fall by, they're not looking the best if they lose the next round. Whereas, you know, you got a couple thousand here and there for the squad of Team Fat Guy, but...
See, I don't know if you spotted it last round, but the Raze, so she sent in the boombot and then pushed in herself. I'm wondering whether she's going to do the exact same thing, because I don't think they're actually going to expect her to push in.
I think Starchild was going to do just that, but elected to back up after she heard multiple shots. But Burn finds the first onto Detrino after a fancy bit of a util usage with those shrouded steps, and there you go. His movement on Omen is very, very clean. Outer drops as well, so the overhead coming through for Reyna now is 5 versus 2, and we're starting to see a little bit of momentum build here for the side of Team Burn.
Last player standing.
Starchild, the timing of that was just so unfortunate.
Spike
I
planted.
thought he had it.
Doesn't surprise me here to just see Venoms shift off into the horizon and try and save that Vandal into the next round. We mentioned already the economy not good for either squad here going into this 6th round, and it looks like the second on the board finally for the squad of Team Burners. They're going to go hunting for kills and try to find Venoms if they can, as this will be a huge kill if they can pick up Venoms here. This will really do the damage to the economy for the side of Team Fat Guy. But nevertheless though, Jazz, it's nice to see the squad of Team Burn are readjusting the game plan slightly. You know, I mentioned it seems to be working where they focus towards one site and they fake and go towards the other. The past 2 rounds they've done just that, and they've managed to get the spike down and get the round win as well. And Venom's done a great job of taking 2 guns out the hands of Team Burn as well.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting that. I thought they were definitely gonna wipe him off the servers, but it looks like he had other ideas. So, okay, John, talk to me. What do you make of this? I mentioned before we always see the Killjoy playing towards B site. I think we might finally see it happen, and I'm curious to see how this is actually gonna work out. Why do you think that they haven't actually been playing with the Killjoy on B?
I mean, I think it's just predictable, right? I mean, I know that, you know, the lower elos and such as gold, plat, you know, maybe even throw diamond into the mix is sometimes a default setup to have the Killjoy on B site on a set and lockdowns, you know, speedway and lock down the entry to the site of A main with the turret. But sometimes, you know, you can, you know, really throw your opponent off and have the Killjoy set up on A, as, you know, sometimes the opponents are going to predict that the Killjoy will play towards B, and before you know it, they're trying to rush out of A main and they're having an alarm bot popped and swarms in their face, and it can really catch them off guard. So it doesn't surprise me when we see the change of pace from the Killjoy. Anytime I like to play Killjoy, Jazz, I don't like to play too predictable. You know, I like to change up my sights every other round if I can. It really keeps the opponent guessing, and I think that's what the defending side are trying to do at the moment. But Burn has other ideas as he finds the kill towards the middle of the map, and that's going to be Fat Guy dropping. And once again, numbers advantage early on here for the side of Team Burn.
Yeah, so you note that they have they're starting to stack more and more towards that A site, and finally we're seeing a rotation coming in from the Killjoy, but Barone is there, has other ideas, wanting to keep him on his toes. Sova and Omen both on site. Oh, that was unfortunate timing.
That's actually a really smart play there from Barone, because for a second they were isolated in a 3 versus 2 on site, but... Oh no, M, that's a heartbreaking revive. What are you doing, my friend? She finds the raise, the updraft comes through from Venoms, but luckily it's got Ross playing for the afterflank. Can he find one? Yes, he can. There you go. The recon dart coming straight through. This is not half time. Oh, Detrino's sticking it in the... Detrino's gone huge. Ross finds the kill though. Oh, that's so smart from Detrino. She knows that he might have the recon dart available, so she throws down the smoke and sticks it. Of course, she can't be tagged through the smoke in the recon dart unless it lands inside the smoke itself. And that is a huge play there, as for a second after that, you know, quick flurry of kills, I thought the 1v1 win might have come through from the side of Team Burn, but damn, oh damn, Detrino, you've got to have balls of steel to stick that in the smoke there.
Pros don't fake, John. Pros don't fake. I've said it once, I'll say it again, I'll say it 1,000 times.
Oh, Ross is going to be tagged. I'm not too sure about that from Outer, as Only spots him on the recon. Dark quite easily dodgeable as there's actually 2 players towards short. Starchild and Venoms do combine for a couple of kills. Can any refrags come through? It doesn't look like it just yet as M is towards the middle of market once again. I think she is going to be spotted by Fat Guy, and I think Fat Guy needs to go back to just tap firing at the moment. He seems to be trying to pull in the spray and choking a few shots over the past few rounds, so maybe sometimes when you get a little bit overconfident, I do it myself, you think you can hit every single spray and pray in the world, but sometimes you need to reset that aim, reset that recoil, and focus up and go again. The full rotation coming over towards A now as the spike is going to be planted, and Barone holding a cheeky little off angle here, trying to catch one player with their pants down. It looks like that might be Fat Guy, who is 18 HP. Starchild does find the first on the retake, however, and Fat Guy finds the final kill as it's all up to the Reyna. Oh, that is just pure game knowledge there from Starchild. He knows that if he ults and clears that out, the only other place he's going to be is towards A main. He finds the kill, the defuse comes through, and that's a 6th round on the board here on Ascent for the squad of Team Fat Guy.
That ult there was just adding insult to injury. It really was.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
Placing alarm bomb. Placing swarm
you know, sometimes it's better safe than sorry. How many times, Jazz, will you see that,
alarm bomb out.
you know, you don't invest an ult, you all drop down and you line up perfectly, before you know it, the guy's popping off a 2 or a 3k and somehow ended up clutching the round. So, you know, I'm not too mad at the fact the ult was invested in a 3 versus 1 there, to be totally honest with you. So, smart play to do. Make sure you grab yourself the round. As Fat Guy, he loves getting so aggressive here towards long. Ross is going to peek. He's going to get headshot. He's going to have an absolute field day on A long as Fat Guy is. He's now just going to storm down towards the middle of the map, and he knows that this is completely free. So that means they're going to be towards mid or B. The rotation's going to start to come through here, as it's now really all up to Burn to catch this player towards the middle of the map.
Oh, that is not the spray you want to see, Fat Guy. We just need to see him tap.
Right here.
Burn still sat behind that mid, and there's actually 2 players coming through market. I want to get on board with Burn as quickly as possible. As there you go, he finds the first, recycles the Vandal, and oh, he's going to get tagged up by that Molly a little bit, but stays alive. Venoms, he's going to catch M, rotate, and M, my friend, you've got a shift button for a reason.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Alda finds a cheeky headshot, but Burn trades it out. He can't survive as Venom's there to find the kill. 7 rounds to 2 for the squad of Team Fat Guy. And I'm not too sure what's going wrong for Team Burn right now, Jazz.
I don't... Honestly, it just feels like Team Fat Guy seem to just be doing everything right. You know, I feel like they're definitely putting up a really good fight, certainly, but I feel like they definitely need to commit to everyone just rushing one site, and I think that we might just get that now, John, as it does look like they're starting to stack towards that B site. With those swarms going down, though, this is going to be very dangerous for them.
Yeah, well, this is the point you highlighted earlier on, right? Why the Killjoy is so useful. And there we go, we're starting to see a little bit of a spray control come through from Fat Guy here, and somehow burnt all the way into CT, and found the kill. If you're Fat Guy, you're going to be raising your teammates there as the lockdown's infested from Venoms to slowly delay. Oh my god, Venoms, that spray transfer is absolutely beautiful. M drops, Reyna falls as well. It's all up to Burn, who's last alive, over towards market. There you go, Neutrino finds one. No, he doesn't, as it's going to be Starchild who's there to find the refrag. For a second I thought it was Neutrino was last alive, but I forgot Burn is the other Omen and killed the doppelganger himself. And Jazz, I mean, if you can see the last 2 rounds on, you know, offense go through for the side of Team Burn here, it's not actually the worst situation.
Yeah, it's definitely not like a dire situation to be in, and we've seen time and time again, especially in the second half of the game, anything can happen, right? Anything can change. You just kind of want to pick up that momentum. I think it's the most important thing, especially in the first half, making sure all the comms are there and on point. Everybody knows what they're doing. Because a lot of the time, John, I myself know, and obviously you know as well, a lot of the time people don't actually listen to call-outs, and it is the most infuriating thing ever. But it does seem like their teamwork and their ability to, you know, work as a unit is definitely working out for them. But it just, I feel like people just aren't watching flanks. And Burn, we've seen time and time again, absolutely loves to go in for these flanks, especially As he's playing this Omen character, he can TP wherever the hell he wants, and it's working out perfectly for him.
Spike planted.
Yeah, and I think what we're seeing now is the aggression from Burn that we've been needing to see for a while. We've seen over the past few rounds, he started to TP into the smokes with, you know, that shorty or with the Vandal or Phantom himself, and started to pick up a few frags and open up some lanes for his squad. And finally, we're seeing it once again. Katrina, though, is going to charge straight into the smoke. Barone's there to find the kill into Alder as well. When the third round drops onto the board finally for the squad of Team Burn here.
Last round in the half.
And that's a lot better there, Jazz. That's a lot better
Yeah.
from the squad of Team Burn. We needed that for a while. Burn got the first kill and just thought, you know what, screw it, we're going to just TP straight towards site. And before you know it, they had complete control of A site. The spike goes down and it's a round win. So if we can put the fourth round on the board here for the squad of Team Burn, you're looking at a very doable situation going into their defensive half.
I would love to see Burn just TP like into their CT spawn and see what damage you can do.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, well, he is close to that ult ability, so we'll have to see if that from the shadows does come into play. He needs a kill and an orb to do just that, as I think he's actually elected to just sprint straight down the middle of the map, as does get spotted, TP's away, still heavily tagged from that Aldro.
You can see they do have all of the info that they are heavily stacked towards the site. Alder playing a very risky situation right now, being tagged up through that wall, inflicting some damage, but no teammates there to kind of back him up and trade some sort of kill. Detrino, though, absolutely going huge here for her teammates.
Yeah, the crosshair placement there from Detrino was absolutely beautiful. Oh, that's heartbreaking. That is absolutely heartbreaking. That would have been a fantastic 3K. I just want to say huge props to her. The crosshair placement was crispy.
Switching sides.
Yeah, that was great crosshair placement. Unfortunately, no teammates there to back it up. Kind of puts you in a bit of a dire situation.
9 rounds to 3 though. You know, I always mention, I literally said it at the start of the broadcast, the 9-3 curse, Jazz. It's a bit of a meme in the Valorant community. You know, you're looking at 9-3, you'd think, okay, we win the pistol round, we win the buy, and we're looking at 11 rounds to 3 before they even put a gun in their hands. But it's, I mean, 9-3, it's an awful scoreline, honestly, Jazz. I hate it when I'm up 9-3 in ranks. You think, okay, we're pretty comfortable. Before you know it, you've lost round after round, and it becomes squeaky bum time that things get a little too close for comfort. But let's see what the squad of Team Burn can do here on the defensive side of things. I would say, you know, they've not got, you know, the greatest of defensive team comps. They've only got that solo sentinel of the Sage, so they've got to kind of really play around the recon dart from the Sova for info on the opposite site as well.
Oh, God, film that dash. That dash has absolutely killed me. You mentioned that recon dart, but what good is a recon dart when it gets shot out absolutely immediately? See, this is why Sova lineups are so important, especially on a map like this.
Yeah, I think Fat Guy, I mentioned, that was literally the, what did I say, Jazz? As soon as the game started and I saw the team comp was pretty much similar, I said Fat Guy was really, really useful on the offensive half of Icebox by just dashing close quarters and just playing really aggressively. It suits his playstyle really well. We know how much of a great aimer he is. You know, in Angels, 9 times out of 10, he'll back himself to win the gunfight. So, on offense, on a map like Ascent, where you can just smoke off angles and just get him onto site as quickly as possible, it doesn't surprise me that we're going to start to see him flourish here, as does find the 3K with the frenzy there, and he didn't start the best, to be honest with you, Jazz. He started this game, what, like 4-4, 3-4, or something like that, and we thought, you know, has he turned the toggle off on this game? But it doesn't look like he has, as he's currently sitting at 16-9, really starting to flourish towards middle stages of this game. And there you go, once again, the exact same dash comes into play, and before you know, he's got complete control of Heaven. He's going to pick up the kill towards short relatively soon, or is he? I don't know. Oh, is he gonna get...
planted.
Oh, he's
going to get timing.
One day.
Beautiful kill. That's exactly what you needed. But I'm so surprised that, you know, they didn't call his, but they knew that that was what he had done the round before, and yet it still seems so foreign to them.
Well, it's not even that. It's just listening to the sound cues as well, right? Like, I mean, these guys can hear the sound cue of the dash, and they've just not called it. They're going to know where he is. So, Starchild does find the kill onto M. It's all up to Barone. They're actually probably not going to expect him to be here. Or, oh, this Trino's just got such a huge brain to check that play behind. But
I think maybe the edge of his gun was poking out. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure.
That's unfortunate, but 11 rounds to 3 here as it is the bonus round for the side of Team Fat Guy. And Fat Guy himself has actually picked up a Vandal. He wants to end this now as the Odin's in the hand of Ross. That means I want to spectate one person and one person only. This recon dart's coming straight into B-Long, and that Odin's going to spray and pray through the wall. That's how many is he getting here, Jazz? Go on, call it. I'm going 3k. I'm going 3k from Ross.
Nah.
Shock dart.
Not like that, John. Definitely not like that.
But he forgot.
Oh my god.
3k inbound from
Okay.
Ross. Maybe not.
Just the one. See, that's Caster's curse. That's what we call that, John.
Last player
Oh.
standing.
Always check your corners. Public service announcement.
They were not good enough.
Venom caught red-handed running through the map with his knife out, and M's there to find the kill. And we see the 4th round on the board, an important round. You know, we see so many times, you know, people will lose the bonus rounds and it's pretty much a snowball effect from there. But it's the side now of Team Fat Guy. Gonna go ahead and put that 4x through.
As soon as you said, how many is Ross going to pick up, I was looking at the lineup he was trying to make, and then the shock dart just kind of hit the wall, and I was like, oh, none, I guess.
Yeah, for a second
Nailed them.
I thought it was a bit of a scuffed dart, but Fat Guy, just look at the aggression on this man. You know, this is why there needs to be a movement or sprint cooldown in this game, because of players like this, and it's always jet players that
Spike planted.
just sprint round the corner. He doesn't find the lineup though, as Burn finds 2. Fat Guy does drop in the process, so 3 versus 2 retake, and oh my god, Alder. Oh my god, Alder.
One enemy
Oh my
remaining.
god, Starchild, never mind, it doesn't matter, you're just better than all of them.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, humans, please, hello? I have no idea what Alder or Starchild are doing there. Burn finds the 4k.
I guarantee you they were trying to race to see who could get the kill. There is no way.
I'm so confused. Like, I don't know why they're both looking at the, I think they were both trying to get the gun, maybe?
I have no idea, but that is definitely something I would do, John. If you were telling me, like, oh, give me the last kill, I would 100% race to try and get the kill before you.
This explains why I'm down so bad in ranked, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's fly.
11 rounds to 5 though, you know, not the worst situation for the squad of Team Burn to find themselves in. It's very much doable as, you know, they win this, they win the round after. They're looking to potentially put a couple more ecos on the board for the side of Team Fat Guy, but they've got to be patient. They can't get too overzealous now, the fact that they've got the rifle advantage on Fat Guy. Oh, he's going to edge through this smoke. Is M going to catch him? Burn does find the first. It's going to be Alder as Fat Guy escapes with his life. Burns behind. It's all up to Fat Guy. He's burnt the knife to the right click as well. There's no way he finally kills it. Surely no. He drops and it's going to be the 6 on the board, but nothing, you know, too crazy, to be honest with you. As
That guy actually had popped his ult there as well. I was expecting more from him in that situation.
well, he was in the smoke, right? And he tried to right click. I think it was he tried to right click M, but I think he missed a shot. So
Personally, like, my favorite jet play is when you do the double updraft towards A long. I feel like a lot of times people don't necessarily expect it, especially considering the fact that, you know, we've seen 2 rounds in a row now. He made the exact same play of smoking on top of Jenny and then dashing on top of it. And it was, they're not holding the angle. They're not pre-firing it or anything like that. So I feel like a play like that definitely would have worked out really well for him.
yeah, the amount of times, you know, especially that traditional double updraft over the top of the wall, like you mentioned, can really open up the site relatively well. But Spike looks like it's heading towards the middle of the map for a change here. A little bit of something different, as a huge and vital round here for the side of Team Burn. As if they win this, they're going to be really denting the economy once again. It's going to be pretty much a half or eco going into the round after. So important they find the first frag, and it's just that indeed, as Ross finds the wall bang with
Blocking sight.
the Odin. I think Fat Guy's been spotted. He drops. Ross is there as well for the 2K. Is this the 3K I wanted ever so long ago? But no, Alda's there to find 2. He spotted himself. There's the 3K. As it's all up to Venom's last alive, all alone, no one else beside him in market. The Odin's still in the hands of Ross, but Venom's actually spotted him.
One enemy remaining.
He finds the kill. The spike now is going to be
I got the spike.
picked up, planted. 2 swarms available as well as the lockdown. Now it's all up to the team captain. Oh, I love that. I love
Burn
that.
definitely pushes in here. 100%.
Yeah, surely.
10
He's
seconds
flashed. He
left.
gets. That is such a clever play. Such a clever play from Burn. I mean, I like that a lot because, you know, a lot of people would have probably backed up, waited for the lockdown to finish, but trusted himself with that paranoia flash to push onto the site, find the kill. And I mean, the man's sitting at 25 and 14 right now, really flourishing in terms of the confidence and kill department. As
Well, see,
It's
with
gonna
that lockdown, that is exactly what Venom's had expected for him to happen, right? For him to kind of play far back, and that's why it's so important that you do push in a situation like that. I know when you're taking sites, traditionally you'd wait a couple seconds before storming onto the bomb site, you know, to make sure that they are actually at higher risk of being detained. But it just worked out perfectly for him. I feel like we're going to see Burn go huge now.
I've got a feeling we're going to see Team Burn take this game. Honestly, they're really performing well on the defensive side of things. And the squad of Team Fat Guy, they look a little bit lost when it comes to what to do on the offense here. They had such a good defensive half. And I mentioned, is it going to be that 9-3 scoreline that is the curse to come back and haunt you again in Valorant? And it could be. They're playing it perfectly, Jazz. They've played the fake fantastically here to get the bomb down. But guess what? They've got the numbers advantage on the retake here. They've got the Hunter's Fury, they've got the Empress, and even the From the Shadows available. But the Hunter's Fury and the Showstopper available for the post plant.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Oh my word. What an
Strike
ult.
down A.
That was so close. He definitely could have picked up 2 of them there.
You're instantly broken as... Oh,
Spike
Ross
planted.
just snaps onto Starchild with that Odin. Alda escapes with a sliver of health as
One
Burn
enemy
is so
remaining.
good with the paranoias, honestly. Ross is there with the 3K once again. He's living up to the expectations with that Odin, and it's an 8th round on the board.
Defuse the spike.
This is... I don't know if it's the Odin that's at play here, or if it's you just cursing
love
this
you
game by
all.
mentioning the 9-3 scoreline. Whatever it is, I don't like it, John, because this has got me on the edge of my seat, and I'm quite scared.
When Team Burn win this game, I want all you guys to clip it, send it to VCT, and use the hashtag JP for VCT or something, because I'm the biggest brain analyst in the game, I tell you now. I can see the future. It's going to be the eco/half-buy, as it's only Audacity that has the audacity to pick up a Spectre. The Bucky in the hands of Fat Guy now. As the operator in the hands for Barone, and here we go. We're going to see yet another stack of kills for Ross, but Barone beats him to it. As... Oh, here we go. Line up for them. The Odin, the spray, the prey, the 30k. As it's going to be Barone who finds the final. As we can see these players are getting a little bit triggered now, Jazz. The good old BM and typing in the chat coming into play. And let me tell you right now, Ross, this Odin, he's in the heads of Team Fat Guy right now.
And I feel like it's so underestimated, right? The importance of like mental gameplay, right? If you get in the heads of your opponent and you throw them off completely by tilting them, by typing, if they're typing back at you and they are triggered, that is a huge factor in the way that, you know, their ability to aim and the way that they're actually going to be able to play.
Barone does get tagged up, so he's going to go ahead and try and pick up that heal from M. There's no way Ross is going to, like, triple wallbang a kid towards
No
someone
way.
with that Odin, surely.
Oh
Burn.
my god.
Oh, Burn.
Oh,
He's gone over the top of the smoke. Oh, there's no way. For a second, and I thought, oh my god, the tuner's got onto the site. She's found 1, she's found 2. Can she find the 3rd? No, she can't. And Zem's there to trade. but they've dropped Burn, which is the all-important frag here. Baron drops now too. It's all up to Reyna, and oh, is that going to be the dagger in the heart?
That was
of the squad of Team Burn.
huge TP there from Neutrino.
And I don't want to say this and be rude, but I'm not too sure who was on the Sova. It was Order. But the fact that Order hadn't had the game knowledge to go through the smoke with the owl drone and go over the top of it instead. Burn had predicted he would go through the smoke with the owl drone. So he's come out of the owl drone. He's come out of the smoke to avoid the owl drone, which in turn led him into the owl drone anyway, because he went over the top of it. So, unfortunate for him, or that play could have really gone a completely different way, but now it's got to be perfect VALORANT. Baron finds the first frag, but he knows Fat Guy's there. He finds the second with the op. Can he find the 3k or make it a 4? He finds the 3 lineup. Pray him. I don't know about Simple. I'm a huge fan of his CSGO op skills, but let me tell you right now, Baron's a different breed when it comes to the operator as it's all up to Order. He drops. Reyna finds the kill, and it's going to be the 10th round on the board for the side of Team Burn. And they're not out of it just yet here, Jazz.
The mental games here, John. They're in their heads. Man, I wish I could use the operator.
Yeah, I can confirm firsthand here, chat, that you do not want to see Veracity use the operator anytime soon. I already wear glasses and take multiple tablets for headaches, and I got a double dosage.
You know, I didn't realize when I was casting I signed up to being flamed all the game. Huh.
Baron once again with the op, finding the headshot. With Venoms, the spray through the wall, and Ross is there again. I don't know why they keep doing it. You're peeking every single time on B main. You know he has an operator.
Do it, Ross.
Oh boy.
Do it, Ross.
Out of
How did
charges.
he not pick up one of them?
He has tagged one player up though, which is good news for his squad. And oh my
Spike
god!
down, mid.
Don't even peek it. What's the
One
point?
enemy
He's got an Odin. Yes. Oh my lordy! It's all up to Order as.
Baron's already got the angle on this, though. I don't see Alder being able to do this.
That sucks.
Oh boy, this is way too close for comfort.
I don't know what it is. I just had the feeling that for some reason, as soon as I saw the first few rounds after the initial buy and gun rounds for the side of Team Burn, they just looked like they knew how to play against Team Fat Guy's offense. I literally said it after 3 or 4 rounds going into this. I said, you know what? Team Burn are going to come back here. I think they're going to potentially win this second half. And it looks like they're trying to force the overtime here, as we're going to see the final round of this game. It's either going to be the squad of Team Fat Guy who picks up the win. And are we seeing a counter Odin coming through here? I don't think so. For a second, it was just the whole squad shooting towards... Oh, Burn's in the smoke. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Burn! Be patient! Burn! Just spray and break! He's gonna kill Ross. Is there with the Odin to find the second. Burn finds the 30 TPs away. What is going on? Venoms finds him with the turret. Neutrino finds the refrag. It's a 2 versus 3. The lockdown and the from the shadows available. Just the res to come through from M. But Venom's there. He's tagged. He's gonna drop, and we're going to overtime, Jazz.
Don't speak too soon. I have full faith in Neutrino here, John.
4 versus 1. It's a matter of time.
Spike planted.
Unless Neutrino plays up one of the plays of her career, she's gonna get shot in the back, and we're going to overtime.
Oh boy. Fair play to them. This has been an amazing comeback.
Switching sides. Overtime.
The squad of Team Fat Guy have lost complete composure here, by the way, Jazz. They've lost complete composure. As soon as it's the Odin. The Odin's made them lose full. Completely.
You're the exact same though. Whenever someone uses an Odin, you lose composure as well.
And right now, one thing I want to explain is Baron's got a real task on his hand to decide whether or not he wants to full, glass cannon it with the operator. I mean, I think you've got to, right? He's got to play the operator. He's been popping off with it. With the first few frags, I think he's got to peak this.
Shadows traveling.
Odin, man.
Ross doesn't even just, he doesn't even line up the recon dart anymore. He just sprays the wall because he knows where they are. As here we go, Spike heading towards B site. Some early information from B main maybe, but no, they've not checked the corner, but Burn's there to find the entry. It's going to be Fat Guy who drops. That's a huge kill, but they've not cleared this right-hand corner, and oh no, Barone's going to be fuming. He's shot in the back here. Alder finds one. Can he find two? He can't, as Ross is there to find the trade. The refrag coming back through from the Reina, however. It's a 3 versus 2, as the Spike is going to be rotated over towards A. So, numbers advantage here for the side of Team Burn as they look to make this ever so impossible comeback. They're slightly more possible. Did he just head dink the Trino through the wall there?
No.
For a second I thought I heard a dink sound.
No, that was the sound of him shooting out the alarm bot.
Oh, for a second I thought I saw the Trino drop some HP, but there you go. Oh, I love this. I love it. Just look at it from Burn. It's such a huge brain. He's got such a huge brain. I'm surprised it fits in that head of his, as he's going to find the 2st of the 3st kills he's ever had. It's always got... Oh, this is just beautiful play from Team Burn. They've executed this to perfection. There's one, there's two, there's the 3k. As Team Burn, they were 9-3 down, making 11-4 down, and they have now put themselves on match point.
According to Deck, Ross has been watching Sofa Wallbang YouTube videos, and honestly, it shows. I need to learn me some lineups.
From what was an absolute dire situation to be in. Team Burn, the Odin of Ross, the headshots of the operator from Barone have turned it around, and all of a sudden they have put themselves just 1 round away from being this week's TGH Weekly Skirmish Series winners. Barone misses the first shot. That's a great little jump straight from Fat Guy to bait out that initial spot.
I'm surprised we've not seen Fat Guy really go huge this game.
A-site is looking quite open right now. Burn, he's seen it. Burn does find the shots, but he can't find the kill as Venom's there to find one. Can M trade? No, she can't, but the info is there. Detrino finds one, but Barone's there to find the trade. 4 versus 3. Be patient, Barone. Dash away, my friend.
For you.
As he somehow survives through the skin of his teeth. This is all up to Reina to find a kill. Find the wall bang, you do.
Spike planted.
You're not going to heal off that Reina? Alright, bro, never mind. There's 3 versus 3. All players stuck on site, and the Trino's in the smoke. No way, she's not been spotted. Both players now towards heaven. Oh. So, Barone, you can hit a guy that's jiggle peeking, but not a turret that stood still.
Last player standing.
It's a 1 versus 1.
Enemy remaining.
You must ulti. He's gonna be under. No! Why? Oh my god, for a second I thought he was my teammate in ranked. I was so confused. All we had to do was pop the ult and then make some noise.
Overtime.
13 rounds to 13. I've had blood tests today, Jazz, to test me for high cholesterol and vitamin deficiencies. And let me tell you right now, I'm gonna have to have a heart check after this final.
Are we gonna see another? What was it? Was it 1917?
I don't think. I think if that's the case, just call the flatline now because my heart won't take it. As we're heading into the 27th round here on Ascent. Let's not forget it was a 9-3 half in favour of Team Fat Guy, 11-4 prior to the first gun round of the second half, and it's been nothing but fantastic, pitch perfect play from the side of Team Burn. And Barone opens the fragging, does drop Venom, but Fat Guy's there to find the refrag. And that's going to be the Odin that's been shut down towards mid. So how pivotal is that going to be? Not very pivotal, as Burn already somehow behind the squad. The complete A site is in control of Team Burn here.
Last player standing.
And all of a sudden, it's all up to order. It's going to be the 14th round on the board here. For some last minute heroics, and here we go then. 2 frags back to back, and it's a 2 versus 1. And if you're older right now, you're looking at the scoreboard and you're saying this is very much doable, but I think he's delaying it slightly too much. He's going to be shot in the back, and there you go. Match point once again for the side of Team Burn here, Jazz.
I can't handle another overtime. I really can't.
I just... At this rate, I think the chat just wants to keep it going. I think the whole chance of one more round's going to start going soon. I mean... I don't know about VCT Berlin Masters, but let me tell you right now, the heartbreak after losing this game, I'll tell you now, is gonna match it, I reckon, as, you know, these players have been waiting and playing very long this evening, and this is such a close game. Baron's there once again, just don't peek him as it looks like for a second, Fat Guy was dancing with the devil for a second as Detrino opens the frag, and it's going to be Burn, the top fragger, the main man, the captain. The IGL free squad's going to drop out early, so how pivotal is that going to be? As the Surge coming down the middle of the map. Ross is there, finds some shots. No, it's going to be Barone to back him up with the operator. That's going to be Fat Guy who drops the spike now, rotating its way towards A, and I think M's going to call the rotation. Is she going to go towards Heaven? Oh, the site's open though, Jazz. 4 versus 4 here. They're going to play the retake, I think.
Oh god. She can't push through that. There's no way.
Oh, look at Alda. Alda's in a fantastic spot. Alda finds 1. Finds 2. Can she find the 3K? He doesn't. It's going to be the trade that comes through. Baron's clutching it. Baron's clutching. Just go pick up the operator. I don't want to see a Vandal kill. He can't shoot with it, apparently, as he does drop. It's going to be a 2 versus 1. It's all up to the Reyna. Venoms and Starchild left alive for the squad. The Swarms are on the spike. Starchild finds the headshot. 14-14, and it's triple overtime.
Oh my word.
Switching sides. Overtime.
I am honestly speechless, John. You know what? At this point, I would just love to see everybody buy an Odin. May the better Odin win, honestly. Okay, finally we're seeing Ross picking up a normal gun. No more Odins. It seems like, you know, they're pulling their socks up and it is serious business now.
Time out.
But I mean, you say serious business though, but why you know, why change something that's not broken, right? Like, I mean, it seems to be working, so why try to fix it? It's clearly working, so just keep playing the way you're playing it. It's one small thing like that, you know, that can really affect the rhythm and the pattern of the game. Burn does fall. Is going to be Detrino with a huge kill once again, and I think if you're looking at a head-to-head Omen-to-Omen battle, Detrino's just been edging that one in terms of individual 1v1 angels by the seams of it, as early advantage goes in favour of the defenders by the sounds of it. So Team Fat Guy, for the first time in a while, they've actually picked up the first frag.
I think they've definitely called their bluff with that initial noise being made towards B site. I think they most definitely know that this is going to be an A site. They've seen it once, they've seen it twice, but oh my god, wait, are they rotating off that A site? Oh my god, they're rotating off that A site.
Well, they're not, because I think...
Oh, now they're going back. Okay.
It doesn't actually matter that...
Last player standing.
Oh, for a second then I thought for a second that there was actually one more player on site, but it wasn't. It was Baron who was stuck all the way towards CT.
My heart, John, my heart.
My heart, my throat, my neck and my
point.
back, and I won't finish the rest of the song lyrics.
Oh my god.
We are going to see the 30th round potentially on the board here as the teams look to push it to 15-15 if you're the supporter of Team Burn. It's Jazz, if you're Team Burn, what are you saying right now?
I would be saying... I would be saying just full send it, honestly. Oh, sorry, your comment absolutely got me.
Ross is there with the Odin, but Venom finds the peak. Barone's there to trade it out, though, so...
Shadows traveling.
Still a 4 versus 4. I think, yeah, Burn saw him cross just underneath that smoke. It was a one-way momentarily there.
I got the spike.
Spike's rotated. Oh my god, Fat Guy's got complete control of B site. The timing. This is gonna come down to time. Oh, the Reyna's looked away. Oh no, Baron's gonna die from mid.
Here.
My head is in my hands right now, Jazz. Oh, that guy's died. It's a huge kill from Reyna, and now the rotations come in. The op shot from Baron. It's a 4 versus 2. What has happened? What is happening? I told you what's happening. We're going to overtime. Once again, unless Starchild decides to, I don't know, toggle.exe. He does find the first, however, but Baron's there to find the 3k. It's 15-15. And let me tell you right now, these guys are having a field day.
Switching sides.
Right, I want predictions for the
Overtime.
final score. Give me a prediction for what you think the final score is going to go to.
I think we are going to see... I'm just doing the mental maths in my head to make sure that I don't look like an idiot. 2018 to Team Burn.
Time out.
That's what I'm going for.
Seriously?
I think it's going to go that long, honestly.
Peaks now.
Infex is sat there with his head in his hands and he's like, please God, no.
Buddy out.
First frag once again as Ross trying to find the wall bang onto that player back site, which was going to be Starchild. Oh, this could be Burns versus Fat Guy in the middle.
Blocking sight.
I think Fat Guy has just shot with the smoke a little bit.
I think he did spot them towards that link though. Would have called it out to his teammates.
Yeah, I think that's why we're starting to see another player rotate over towards A once again. Mid control for Team Burn. Oh, the timing towards mid is unseen. M's got to get out of A main quickly though. M's got to get out of A main rapidly. I think she needs a smoke towards heaven.
Cover going out.
Oh, he's thinking behind him!
I just seen! He's here! He's there! He's every bloody where! As Burns finds kills left, right, and centre. Star Trial drops. It's all up to Fat Guy and Venoms, but the shift coming up towards heaven. Burn finds the third. Is he gonna find the fourth? It's all up to Venoms. That is utterly ridiculous play from Burn there. The audacity and the confidence to TP behind the Trino.
I thought the trainer would have seen him.
I think she thought he was
Switching sides.
TPing out of the smoke.
Match point.
Like into short maybe.
Okay, we got a prediction of 17-15 in the chat and another one of 48-50.
If it goes to 48.50, I will have to look at getting health insurance and voice insurance and suing TGH for damage of voice box, I think. At this rate, as we're heading in to the 32nd round. Yes, I said that correctly here. As Baron's gonna hold such a tight angle here.
Oh,
Just be
Baron's-
patient,
oh.
be patient, be patient, Baron. Be so patient.
Oh,
Why are you peeking again? It's all up to the Reyna. Oh my god. Oh my lord. I don't think they spotted him.
They're still gonna check it, of course you would.
2k! They lined up for him. Venoms finds the refrag, so it's a 3 versus 3. Okay, this is what's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, 20 seconds time, that recon dot is hitting the back of the site. And let me tell you what's gonna happen. That Odin spray and pray is gonna come in. Burn finds the frag onto Alda. Never mind, the spray and pray is happening right now. It's a 3 versus 2. It's now or never for the side of Team Fat Guy. They've got to somehow hold on to this bomb.
One enemy remains.
Burn TP's behind. It's up to Venoms. It's a 2 versus 1.
Player standing.
What is happening? How? Venoms, somehow stay alive, please. It'll be the best play of your career.
Oh my god!
Man, it's a 4K. It's the 16th round. And how
Switching sides.
has that just happened?
Overtime.
I'm honestly speech. How like? But oh my! Why didn't he just spray with the Odin?
Oh no. I'll probably waken my parents up. I'm sorry. Mum, Dad, if you're watching this, forgive me. I'll soundproof my room in the morning.
Placing
But
alarm
boy, oh
bomb.
boy,
Placing swarm grenade.
that is utterly
Placing swarm
ridiculous.
My heart is actually going quite crazy right now. Oh, that's it. Once you've all been spotted, you've either got it's fight or flight at that point, right? There's the trusty Odin. It looks like they're going to start to make their way towards mid now, though, John. And I'm wondering how quickly we're going to actually see this rotation coming in from them. Fat Guy is in a great position right now. I'm wondering if they actually check it, though. I think at most they'll probably just smoke it and then not actually push in and check it.
Barrier created.
It's just, I'm lost for words. I'm just watching the play right now as it happens. It is numbers advantage for the side of Team Fat Guy. To dash into the smoke. There's no way they've not heard that sound, right? The kills are traded all of a sudden. It's all up to the Reyna. Spike is down. The ult comes through. The pre-fire from Venoms. And for the first time, it's match point to Team Fat Guy. As I've just got... Jazz, this has got to be one of the most insane finals we've ever seen at the Goose House, if not the most insane final.
Switching sides.
39
Match
kills,
point.
by the way. Burn is going absolutely huge.
I would just like to point out that Burn has got 6 times the kills that M has. And that's no disrespect to M at all. As now it's up to Team Burn, who switch over to the defensive side
Don't overthink it.
to try and survive. And have they learnt their lesson to not go towards B main? I don't think they have.
Ross has still got the Odin in hand. I see nothing wrong with this.
He's
Go on,
delaying it
Ross.
though. He's delaying it. I love it. I love it. Pop it now. Oh yes, Ross, you absolute madman! He's done the damage though. He's done a lot of damage, and there you go. Barone opens the fragging. That's going to be Venoms who drops, so numbers advantage momentarily here for the defenders. No one can drop here. If you're the side of the defenders, you're saying stay alive. No refrags, no trades. If you're Burn, you just got to be sneaky beaky, my friend.
Did Ross not also have shot darts with him?
Yeah, but I think he's just playing for that wallbang. I think it's too... Burns there, he finds one, but does get traded out. That's going to be Fat Guy, but Ross is there with the Odin to find the kill. It's 4 versus 2. Totrino and Starchild trying to clutch up and put the 18th round and the final round. We're at match point, of course, for the side of Team Fat Guy, and it's Team Burn who are looking to claw their way back and force yet another overtime here
30 seconds
in
left.
round 34 on Ascent. Surely they just play 2-on-2 split here, right, and get the info. There you go. The info's come through that the smoke's on A. They're going to hear the steps. The rotation's going to come into play. Waste of the Shrouded Set there and the TP from Katrino, if you ask me, Jazz. 4 versus 2. How did a squad of Team Fat Guy even go about holding this?
Probably just hold a crossfire at this point, to be honest with you. See, they've got the info that one of them is long. Not too sure about that little satchel there, but making them waste time is the important thing here. Ah, praise don't fade.
I've just got... I don't know.
Switching sides.
Listen, let me tell you right now. Me and Jazz have a daily tradition that we watch Hollyoaks in the morning, and yes, I don't care. I'm a 23 male who watches Hollyoaks. Deal with it. I think I've got to cancel at this rate, Jazz, because I'm going to need a lay-in at the morning. There's no
Yeah,
getting
I've
up at
got
7
work in the
a.m.
morning.
As we are heading in to round 37 here. 40 bombs from Burn, a 30 from Barone, nearly a 30 from Reyna. This has been insane play. Fat Guy's had enough. Fat Guy's had enough. He's gonna sit here.
Oh my
He's gonna
God.
sit first. Can he find any
He's
more?
back. He's back, John. He's gonna do it, I believe.
Burn.
And another.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
My ult's ready. What's this?
Fat Guy's
enemy
toggled
remaining.
again. as I say that, it's all up to M. She drops, and that's a huge defensive round for the side of Team Fat Guy as they move over to the defensive side now.
Match
Or the
point.
attacking side, sorry, should I say. To try and put themselves the final round on the board.
I feel like Fat Guy was taking it easy on them on purpose. Because it just seems like he can decide when he just has had enough and wants to go all in.
We're gonna have to wait and see how this unfolds. Honestly, sometimes I feel like as casters you just gotta shut up and enjoy the views. There's the spike going over towards A once more. Burn, oh my god, Burn, be sneaky, my friend.
Very smart. Waited for the Aldrin to actually be shot out before TPing up on there. Made them think that he is up on those brick boxes in the corner. And now you can see, John, the paranoia is kicked in. And no, I don't mean the Omen one. You can see them rotating away from that A site, trying to edge their way closer towards B. But if Ross plays his cards right, he will most definitely have Spike down. Never mind.
It's completely fallen apart here. The numbers advantage was heavily in favour of the squad. Or could have been in favour of the squad of Team Burn if Ross just held an angle, but he got too impatient. The rotation comes through. B site's in complete control. And I think it's going to be 19 rounds to 7 here unless Barone and his teammate can clutch up, but Alder's behind them. There's 2 flanking mid here.
Oh.
Remaining.
The patience is great. Oh, not that satchel, however, was not.
Attackers win.
We see a GG, 19 rounds to 7, but boy oh boy, it's Team Fat Guy who clutch up and take the dub. That is so heartbreaking. The impatience, but Jazz, what an event, man.
What an event and what an absolutely intense game. That was, you know what, fair play to you, Ross. I've never seen someone be so adamant in getting all those Odin kills as I have you. And you know what, John, next time we play ranked, I might actually have to bring out the Odin.
Indeed, indeed. But for now, guys, that's all we got time for. Thank you so much. Make sure you head over to our Discord and Twitter to vote for the MVP of the tournament. As always, thank you so much to Beyond Energy for powering it. Make sure you do !Beyond in the chat. Use code Goose at the checkout for 10% off. Don't forget to do !Upcomers as well in the chat. We are hosting our own Upcomers tournament. So if you are from Iron 1 all the way up to Gold 3, you can join the Iron 3 veteran that is Veracity in those tournaments and play. Make sure you guys check out our Discord, Discord, as always, to enter that tournament and be in contact with us. Opera. Make sure you use the referral link at the site of Opera GX as well. It's an amazing browser. But guys, I'm going to rest my voice. I'm going to rest my eyes, my head, my neck, my back, and the rest is history. Guys, as we see you next week, as always, I've been John P. That's been Snackalicious Veracity as well, and we will see you guys next time.